Hi, this is Jim Baldonado from the Home Agency. When you get hit by a storm, it's bad enough to have a loss, but it's even worse when you find out you don't have the coverages that you thought you had. We don't want our customers to have surprises. We want your business and we want to take care of you. We will travel to see you, figure out the best plan for you, and make sure you really do have the coverages that you think you have. For a free, no obligation plan customized for your operation, call home. The Home Agency, that is, at 1-800-245-4241.
Well, let's spend a few moments now talking with Kim Ford, the newly elected president of the Red Angus Association, and we're on the ranch, the Cross Diamond Cattle Company, near Bertrand, Nebraska. Well, Kim, quite an honor to be heading an association. I'm sure that also brings some challenges, but also a lot of opportunities.
You bet, Ken. The Red Angus Association has a rich history of involvement of women. In fact, my mom served as president back in the 90s, and so we've had a total now of 3 women presidents, and there aren't really, there's been a lot of input from women in the building of the association, and that history goes on.
Well, let's talk about it. Many folks in the Midwest know your new executive director, Twig Marston, who has had a long history with Extension, only in Kansas and Nebraska, but now leading the association. I would guess that has to be a plus.
Absolutely. Twig brings a lot to the table in terms of leadership, pulling people together, working with teams, building, as well as just general livestock industry knowledge across many, many facets. He's been all the way from production to the director of BIF. So he spans a lot of great knowledge there.
A lot of cattle breeds, lots of different ways of producers looking at what they think is the best. Why Red Angus for you?
Red Angus is a strong maternal breed, fantastic carcass quality breed, great heat tolerance, good docility. There are just so many convenience things. You add in there fertility, longevity, and soundness, and the breed really is a breed that can adapt to a lot of different areas, a lot of different environments, and do very well.
Being the president of an association, it'll take you, I'm sure, to board meetings and being the representative, but there's still work to do every day on the ranch. Explain your role on the ranch, explain the family, and just kind of give us that overview.
Well, an overview, every day when I wake up, there are 4 things that always are in my mind. I'm a follower of Christ, I'm a wife to Scott, a mother to Johanna and Marie, and a raiser of grass and cattle in Bertrand, Nebraska. So those 4 things are in the forefront of my mind. We have a lot of great people who we get to work with every day here on the operation, and everybody pulls together. It all comes together and works to a common end.
As we look here, the fourth quarter of 2014, this year will come down as one of record for the beef industry. And one thing we didn't talk about, and we will in just a little bit of your annual production sale. But as we talk about that, the prices that the cattle market is, lots of questions. What do we do with our heifers? Do we retain them? Do we help grow the herd? Do we sell them? Do we let somebody else do that? Talk about maybe how you and the operation go through that process of deciding what to do with some of these opportunities, if you will, that are out there right now.
Well, it is so exciting to have those opportunities and to have so many options. And if we could all just have the crystal ball, that would be helpful as well. So it's an amazing time, like you said, and I think everybody needs to really analyze where their operation is, what they want to do, what the goals are long-term, short-term, and there are a lot of different options that'll take people a lot of different places right now.
You do have a production sale coming up in just a few weeks now from the time that we're doing this interview. Tell us about it.
Well, we'll sell about 230 head of Red Angus bulls, all coming 2-year-old Red Angus bulls with the help of cooperators. And we'll also sell over 300 head of commercial bred females. There will be 50 head of bred 3-year-olds from the Paxton Ranch at Stapleton, and the rest will be all bred heifers and a few open heifer calves. So there's a great selection of commercial females to be had, and good Red Angus bulls to put on them.
We also talked with Kim's husband, Scott, on the journey to get them to the point where they are today.
back in the late 90s, the cattle industry wasn't as favorable as it is now, and there was a lot of hard choices made back then. In fact, there was times in which, you know, I kind of had a job off the ranch to help bring in income to the ranch to help us pay for our cows, and so that actually those years though made us really appreciate where we're at now and where the cattle industry is now. Going through those lean years made us really understand that keep our nose to the grindstone, make sure you pay attention to what's important, make sure that you're not cheating your customers, that you're being completely honest with your cow herd, don't take shortcuts. All those things that I think have made us better ranchers today are the things that we learned back in the late 90s, because things weren't as favorable back then, and it's made us really appreciate what we got today.
They talk about why they're in the red Angus business.
We are so blessed to be involved with a breed. Obviously, there's a lot of popularity with red Angus right now. There's no doubt about that. However, I think the popularity is because of the breeders and the fact that they've kept their focus sharp and that they just haven't jumped on the bandwagons or the fads to follow this or that. They want to stay true to the things that made the breed great: fertility, maternal characteristics, disposition, all the things that I think our forefathers in the red Angus breed set a good base for, and then I feel like that us as breeders today want to carry that legacy on.
Well, definitely, red Angus is based on a true belief in crossbreeding, and that's something that we can all benefit from. It still is proven that there's no other free lunch than heterosis in breeding one breed to another. So that's definitely something that I think is always a strong option there. And there's so many different facets of the beef industry. There's a lot of niches that people can fill and a lot of places that you can hone in on in a business and really make a difference. So I think that's always something to form a business plan and realize that it doesn't help for everybody to do it the same way, but to find your place and go for it.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, I think that what's led to the popularity of red Angus is a lot of our dedication to the breeders to keep their knife sharp, to make sure that we're only bringing the best of the best, whether it's females or bulls, either one. And I hope that we have that same commitment to that going forward. Even though cattle prices are good, we could mess this deal up by just bringing cattle on just because they're red-hided. We want to make sure that we keep that focus sharp. Even though we've got a lot of popularity right now, let's make sure that we only bring the best of the best like we've been doing for the last 50-some years.
We're fortunate with our sale timing coming in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's all kind of, we cultivate the holiday feel. It's a good opportunity, like you say, for people to get together. Some people only see each other once a year here at our sale, and it's a lot of fun. We like to get together and share that fellowship while we're all getting down to business as well.
All right, before we let you go, we like to ask this of volunteer leaders in agriculture organizations. Your opportunity to talk to folks out there that maybe are not sure or why they should be involved in associations and give back. What's your philosophy of why you've decided to be involved with the Red Angus Association?
Well, like you say, it is an opportunity to give back, and to an association, Red Angus, that has given so much to me and to my family. This is the time to share our voice, to share talents. There are a lot of gifts that all of us have to give, and we all have them. We just have to find the right place to put them. And I feel that this is a place where I've been called to serve, and I'm happy to do it.
Kim Ford from Bertrand, Nebraska, the Cross Diamond Cattle Company. She's the president of the Red Angus Association. On the road near Bertrand, Nebraska, for Ag View, I'm Ken Rogers.